Allons-y. So pretend Mount Hood is right there, because it is. This is not a movie studio set. There is a mountain there. We just dropped the background cardboard plywood and we're busy putting it back up, so we'll show you later. Video's going this whole time, by the way.
I know.
I'm cutting nothing.
Okay. No, it just suddenly hit me that we're used to day hikes and just overnighters and small little things, and I'm usually stuck in the gotta go.
I know, it drives me nuts.
I know.
I'm always just simmer the fuck down.
But well, because usually we have to be back at a certain time, and it's if we don't hurry up, we're not gonna make it back in time, but we're just out here now.
Yeah.
We're just out here, and
for a time.
It doesn't matter if we
It doesn't hit me yet. More of my brain's just oh good, she's not gonna rush me. I haven't gotten to we're out here.
I have 9 damn days.
Well, come on, let's hurry the fuck up. I want to get over here. Good afternoon, apparently. Someone's actually looking at the time. Bad.
Hey.
So it's day 1 of our circle around Timberline Loop, so around Mount Hood. This is our most full shakedown hike for the PCT. So we have no idea how long we're going to take doing it. It's anywhere between, we're going to take our time, probably anywhere between 4 and 6 days. Might do some different side trails like Dollar Lake and just really whatever kind of catches our fancy in the day. Just really taking our time, getting comfortable with, see how our pack setups work for us, how we want to work things. We have almost all of our PCT gear outside of clothing since our weight's changing, and we just we're going to wait for some good sales as the PCT comes closer. So as it is though, most of our PCT gear is with us. The big thing really missing is just our quilts that we'll get in a month and a half or something like that. So as it is, it's just we're out here to take our time, enjoy ourselves, just get comfortable into the rhythm. And we're only a mile and change in, and so I'm just figuring out how a fully loaded bag feels on me, which is an interesting experiment so far. Causing some pain, but it's, some you'll get used to, some we adjust. So overall, we're just getting moving. Pretty quickly getting a good feel for how to organize the pack. But our we do actually have our bear cans with us, as we don't really have any actual food bags, and the kind of general thought was we're not going to carry everything we could. There's a few extras that are at home that may or may not hit the PCT with us, but some might go on a day hike with us, or whatnot. But it's just we shed some stuff, but we're definitely not trying to shy away from weight. As I'd measured my bag out of curiosity, where it had pretty much everything but some pack-out food, like some cheese and fruit and pepperoni and stuff like that was still in the fridge. But my bag was 32 pounds, so probably fully loaded it's up to 35. So it feels pretty good going. This is probably the heaviest my bag will be, even in, except for the longest water carries, even in the Sierra with a bear can and axe with the lower water needs and whatnot. This is probably pretty similar, so it'll be nice to just go, okay, this is the bag, this is most of the gear. The biggest change is switching from a giant non-PCT through hike friendly sleeping bag to something a little bit more aerodynamic, so to speak, or pack dynamic, spatially conservative. But either way, so it's just going to be a good shakedown hike, seeing just how it feels with much more of our appropriate gear, while just really taking our time. I have a little bit of stuff hurting on me today, where I just kind of woke up with my neck kind of giving me stuff, and so we'll take a look at that later. As for those who just haven't seen videos before, I work in the physical rehab world, and we'll leave that till later, but it just means we can take a look at it later. But as it is, we're just really taking our time, just really focusing more on the experience, getting some time off, because we took 9 days off just to kind of do whatever we want between Timberline and whoever comes afterwards, whether it's just at home playing Left 4 Dead and processing video and photos, or if we're going to go do something else. So we'll just carry along with the day and show you. We've only seen the Elk Cove to Cloud Cap section of Timberline, so just a few mile stretch on the northeast corner or so of the mountains. I'm really looking forward to seeing the views. We're supposed to get some rain in a few days. We passed through rain to get here, but the gorge weather is not really doesn't really mean much to what's going on over here. But yeah, we'll just show you as we go along. I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of this and just really getting into the rhythm. So we'll check back with you later. I know I kind of just showed some of this in my cloud cap video since that's where we're headed, but just we're on this side of the mountain, I wanted to show the kind of transition into the Oregon desert. Like I said, we haven't really seen the rest of Mount Hood besides Elk Cove to Cloud Cap, which is a gorgeous area, but I have no idea what the rest of it looks like, so I thought we might as well show you. This side is just all volcanic rock and just looks like a post-apocalyptic wasteland. This is not the most representative picture of it, but it's rocky enough that I can't really shoot much while walking. It is fun though, because you can see the if I can get it to focus, you can see people up on the ridges, which has always been fun to look up and you just see these silhouettes. So we'll see if we get some other good views of this. I don't know, it's kind of like rocky land. There are a lot of tiny little chipmunks all over the place. So I won't even try to catch them. We'll see some later, but they're all over. So a bit hazy. But before we leave the area, there's our northern view. Adams poking above the clouds. Just a little bit of kind of farm communities as we move into desert. But also, there is, if I can get to focus, there right in the middle is Cloud Cap where we parked, so not far in, but already a decent jump. So hard to see with the sun right there in front of us, but I told you Mount Hood was here. But we're still only just started, so we're gonna keep going. You'll see plenty more of the mountain later. Just wanted to show this different kind of barren that we have over here. It's just these rocky fields that have some low grass, but it seems to be within just the, I guess, the melt zone above tree line. It's a little bit of plant life, but mostly it just kind of looks wasted. It's a whole different kind of beauty.
People come out quick, so maybe we should.
So, I was just reflecting, not philosophically, but a bit more, I don't know, deeply than what you're gonna have for lunch. And my wife was just asking me how I'm doing, and I just reflecting on so much of my life is just very ADHD, a million plates spinning as we try to prepare for the PCT and have a medical practice to grow, maintain, research for, deal with insurance, deal with the physical fitness and all that kind of stuff to get my own body and health ready for the PCT, working in the camera stuff. I just have a mildly crazy life. I kind of like it that way, but it's kind of crazy too. And so she's asking me how I'm doing. And, you know, I just, in a mild, very even-keeled way, I'm very relaxed. because right now I just had this yearning to just no discussion, no planning, no figuring stuff out, no juggling things, just take something and just get to it. And I have a hard time doing that in daily life with all the things I have to manage, and I don't always do it well. So I'm sitting here going, right now I'm just out here walking, mind half blank, just enjoying just what's around me and just getting to it. And within that, the overpowering thought hits me that I really want Burger King chicken tenders with barbecue sauce. I don't eat fast food. I haven't in 15 years. Damn it, that sounds good. Welcome to hiking. So I feel like this represents some of that like alpine wasteland I was talking about, where it's just very, well, just look at it. While we're at it, I should have showed from a different angle, but you can see some of the, not glaciers, but the snowfields, that the edges are all shimmery because they're melting, and snow reflects 90% of the sun that hits it, which is part of why it lasts so long, even direct sunlight. But it's cool to see it melting. So my meandering aside, here's some of that kind of wastelandish terrain I'm talking about. It's really cool to see some trail runners jogging along, and it just looks surreal in this like this I don't know, lunar kind of environment. This is our first snow crossing up here, and I'm gonna be foolish and have my camera up for it. And you know, I thought it was human, but you can smell sulfur.
Yep.
And we're high enough that, yeah, that probably is actually sulfur.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. Not too. I mean, I'm silly for not using my poles, which means, well, you've seen enough. I'm going to put the camera away. Hello again. I was going to shoot a little bit of an update video while we were taking lunch, but we were off in the shadow with occasional gusts of wind, so it was just getting really cold. Like I said, our intention was really to kind of take our time, just get a feel for it today. So the views are similar, but you can tell we're on a different side of the mountain now, you know, mildly. As we're really keeping it pretty short today. We're headed for Gnarl Ridge, roughly. And we'll probably camp on either side of that, so pretty low mileage, but just getting back below tree line where there'll be some wind cover and a little bit warmer. We're finally starting to drop down in elevation, and it's definitely been fewer people passing us by. It's been a busy day. Cooper Spur, we saw like at least 3 or 4 groups of like 8 to 10 people, which is kind of crazy. So, updating a bit, the terrain's just been this lovely, desolate rock with occasional bits of moss and grass and stuff like that, and we're feeling pretty good overall. I'm starting to feel some back fatigue, which is not too surprising given the pack. Just getting lunch and having some of the fruit out of my bag really made a big difference with all the water weight. The high wind has definitely been messing with Chelsea's asthma a bit, but not too bad. Body's pretty good. So, I can't for too long, less than an hour. We're going perfectly slow.
Picked up the pace.
Yeah, so that said, I'm going to stop talking so we can hurry up. Even late season, which if I didn't mention, it's September 8th. Even late season, we're getting a decent amount of wildflowers out here and there. We've just been at high enough above the trail, or the tree line, that we haven't seen too many, but here and there. We're headed back below tree line progressively, so seeing little bits here. Love the purple ones. So we got a momentary wind break. We'll see. In that last bit with the huge wind and bright sun, I don't know, we'll have to see how much comes out later. But you just come around the corner and not only is there a big waterfall right below a glacier, or at least a snowfield, just in front of you is 1,000-foot tall ash spur. Huge. This is the short end. And so it just really gets you. Especially when you realize Mount Hood there is small and close as it looks is more than a vertical mile above us, which just boggles the mind. So as we got down here a little bit, you hear this behind us as the next group behind us comes around the corner and gets that view. So we're gonna keep going there, close behind us, but I love seeing the water another 500 feet below us. So looks like there's there's a looks like a watchtower, as well as a stone shelter, and then beyond it is Mount Jefferson. I've shown it here and there, but just the wind's been so high, I don't think I've said anything about it. And we're getting back on another ridge, so more wind. Yeah. So I just turned the video off a second ago so you can see, but you see what's normally a full-on river. It's just a plain stream. We're just thoroughly enjoying the hell out of this. Other than the fact that there's all these very decent camping spots, but the wind is insane, so we're not going to stop at any of them. But I want to use my pulse, so check in it. Yeah, everybody. So we're off at one of the campgrounds we were considering, just hitting tree line around the Gnarl Ridge area. But we just, as we were sitting there considering, and went, let's go a little bit farther. There's a stream as well as more campgrounds ahead, and as well as just taking in that bit of beauty, which I'll have a few pictures of. Right as we made that decision, there was a couple that just walking past us holding their tent held to their body, being like, it's too windy here. So we're going to go a little bit farther down into the tree line, or rather into the trees, a bit more sheltered. Just get some water and hang out. So we'll be done soon. It's a side of the mountain we've never seen. Mount Jefferson looks remarkably close, so I'm really excited for that. I'm hoping we get enough clear sky so we can see Sisters. Sisters is something that's special to me in advance, because it was going to be our first Cascade Summit. We're probably going to do McLaughlin first, and we wanted to do both this year, but we've just not gotten to it yet, so we'll see. And time off work for the wife is very hard, so we'll see what happens. But we're going to keep heading down and get camp set up. Ninja wife. Not actually a ninja, but something that rhymes like thrice. I don't know. No idea. The golden hour's hitting and everything's just getting gorgeous. It's nice to be able to see Mount Adams again before we take too many turns to be able to see it again until we get around. Not going to be too visible here. Sorry, I'm pointing up at the sky. We can see the wind turbines. Oh, it's not even being able to focus. Way out into the desert, which has been pretty cool. I'm looking forward to getting out to at least the eastern Oregon desert. But we're still on our way to and there's my campsite. Isn't she beautiful? That'll probably be cut because that sounds different than I meant it. Oh, we're just in this wonderfully secluded little spot with a few campgrounds. That, if I can get this moved around, we're just right on the edge of Gnarl Ridge Trail and Timberline itself, and so we're tired. We're ready for camp, especially with the first day. We'll feel better tomorrow and probably just do more, but it's time. It feels good to sit down. It's exciting. So we're just gonna go ahead and set up, and I'll probably just put a couple closing remarks for the first day once I have some food in me. So see you in a minute.